In the mist-laden hills of northern Italy, nestled at the edge of a forgotten village, stood the church of San Lupo. Its weathered stones bore the scars of centuries, and its towering bell had long ceased to ring. The villagers avoided it, speaking in hushed tones about its cursed history. It was said that anyone who stepped inside after sunset would hear whispers. Not human, but something far older. In the winter of 1878, Father Matteo Ricci, a devout yet untested priest, was summoned to San Lupo by the village elder, Signor Alessi. Father, Alessi had written in his trembling hand, "We are plagued by something beyond comprehension. A young girl, Sofia Moretti, has been possessed by a malevolence that we cannot expel. The priest before you failed. You are our last hope." Father Matteo arrived on a moonless night. The air was heavy, and the scent of damp earth mingled with decay. Villagers clustered at the church gates, their faces pale and drawn. Sophia, no more than 16, was tied to a crude wooden chair in the nave. Her eyes were a chilling yellow, her body contorted in ways that defied anatomy. She muttered in languages unknown, her voice layered as if many spoke through her. "Is this a test of faith or a punishment?" Matteo whispered to himself, clutching his crucifix. Signor Alessi approached. "Father, she's been like this for weeks. No sleep, no sustenance. Her strength," his voice broke. "She tossed 3 grown men like rag dolls." Matteo nodded solemnly. "Bring me holy water, salt, and the Rituale Romanum." The villagers hastened to comply. Matteo began the exorcism at midnight. The ancient Latin prayers echoed through the cavernous space, the words reverberating off the cold stone walls. Sophia's screams pierced the air, inhuman and guttural. Her bindings strained as her body thrashed violently. "Ego te absolvo." Matteo's voice wavered as Sophia's gaze fixed on him. Her lips curled into a twisted smile. "You cannot save her," she hissed, her voice a chorus of hatred. "She belongs to us." The candles flickered and died, plunging the church into darkness. The temperature plummeted. Matteo's breath misted in the air as he fumbled for his lantern. A faint glow emanated from Sophia, her skin now translucent, revealing writhing shadows beneath. "Reveal yourself, demon," Matteo demanded, his fear giving way to anger. A deep laugh resonated from Sophia's throat. "We are legion," she spat. "This place is ours, as it always has been. You cannot banish what is rooted in stone and blood." Matteo recalled the church's history. Built in the 12th century, it had been constructed on pagan grounds, rumored to be a site of sacrificial rituals. The land's dark past had seeped into its foundation, infecting it like a cancer. As the hours dragged on, Matteo intensified his prayers. The villagers outside heard the unholy cacophony of Sophia's screams and the priest's fervent chants. Suddenly the church bell tolled, though no hand pulled its rope. Each chime seemed to reverberate through their very bones. Inside, Matteo fought exhaustion. The shadows from Sophia's body coalesced, forming a towering, amorphous figure. It loomed over the priest, its presence suffocating. "Leave this child," Matteo commanded. "By the power of Christ, I order you to depart." The figure laughed, a sound that echoed with despair. "Your faith is a flickering candle, priest. Do you dare test its strength?" Matteo's hands trembled as he held up his crucifix. The shadows recoiled slightly, but their hold on Sophia remained. Her body convulsed violently, and her voice, a mix of agony and mockery, filled the church. Then came the whispers. Soft at first, they grew louder, more insistent, filling Matteo's mind with doubt. Memories of past sins, failures, and fears surfaced, threatening to drown him. "You are not worthy," the whispers taunted. "You are weak." Matteo fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. "Lord, grant me strength," he begged. A sudden warmth enveloped him. He opened his eyes to see a faint golden light descending from the cracked ceiling. It touched the crucifix, which now glowed with an intense radiance. The shadows screamed and writhed as the light expanded, filling the church. Matteo rose invigorated. "In nomine Patris et Filii Et spiritus sancti, be gone. The light engulfed Sophia, and with a deafening roar, the shadowy figure dissipated. Sophia's body went limp, and the unnatural cold lifted. The villagers cautiously entered, finding Matteo cradling Sophia, her face peaceful at last. But the victory was bittersweet. The church bore new scars, scorch marks on the walls, shattered pews, and the lingering scent of sulfur. Matteo too was changed. His hair had turned white, and his eyes held a haunted look. San Lupo was abandoned shortly after. The villagers, though grateful, refused to return. The church remains a relic of terror, its doors sealed with iron. Occasionally, travelers claim to hear faint whispers or see flickering lights within, but none dare enter, for they know some darkness cannot be banished entirely.